And now, our incredible guest, Chalet Diop. Not only is she amazing, you also have an amazing name, you know that. And I love saying your name, by the way.
And so, I love hearing you say it.
And so she's just now, you're just continuing to disrupt and moved on to the startup world, helping take companies to new levels. And so we like to introduce, and I'm just going to say your name again. Is that okay?
Of course you can.
Chalet Diop. It is so good to have you here.
And it's so good to be here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, you know, we have been talking about some really incredible things over the years. And you know, I'm super excited about the work that you're doing today. Talk a little bit about your disrupting yourself, right? Because you started with a big company, and now you're going to a startup company, helping a startup company really make their way in the market. Talk to everyone about that.
Yeah, I mean, disrupting myself really started in college. I remember being a high school senior, and the first thing I did was looked up highest paying job straight out of college, and one of those was being an accountant. I took my first accounting class and realized, oh, you can't innovate a balance sheet. I don't think this is the career path for me. And so from there, I explored every single major under the sun. I interned in things from corporate social responsibility to brand management to diversity and inclusion, ad tech, ad sales, and then finally landed at Microsoft in a product marketing role. And then I was there for about 2 years, and there was just something in me that said, you've got to go do something else. And I didn't really know what to do next, but again, that's where the exploration starts. I started to talk to more startup founders, realized that was really where I wanted to go, and then I figured it out and got there. And now I'm at a fintech company, helping them to transform and reinvent their position in the market.
You just said something so powerful. And so, you know, we're going to help this audience because part of what we're doing here is helping people to understand the power of them continuously disrupting themselves. But you did something unique that you and I have talked about so many different times. And that is, you were with a big company, and now you're saying to yourself, I'm going to go off and make this company not only their greatest selves, helping them to be purposeful and purpose-built, purpose-driven. You set out intentionally to do this with this company. You connected to them, and you felt something so connected, bigger than where you were before. Talk to us about that moment that you said, I want to walk into my purpose so I can help this company get to their purpose so that together we can help them connect the dots and really dominate the market.
You know, I always say that I don't really know exactly where I'm going to go in my career, but wherever I do land, I know that I want to use communication as a means to help people, businesses, and eventually the world at large. That is my purpose statement. And so when I knew that I couldn't do it the way I wanted to at my old company, I had to go out and find something new. And I found it. I'm the kind of person that craves ambiguity, but quite frankly, ambiguity is frightening. It's much more comfortable to just be somewhere where you know everything and can get things done and people will pat you on the back. But the job that I do now is hard, and a lot of that is because we were the inventors of something 9 years ago. But today, almost a decade later, there are so many new entrants into the market, and what we built and what we are proud of is now a commodity. And so my job is to come in and understand what are the network effects around what we built, and how do we use an ecosystem that we have to really provide value to the world. And that's the part about systems thinking. It's connecting the dots to not just say, I can offer you this, but when I offer you this, I give you an access to unlock all of these other things. And that's a huge challenge that I'm trying to solve now, but it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to solve something so huge for a company that is going to unlock so much opportunity for others.
Now, what are we hearing? We're hearing some amazing things here. We're hearing the fact that you are helping companies walk through their own ambiguity while she's walking through her own ambiguity. The next thing we heard is this company is disrupting themselves before they are disrupted. Aren't you doing the same thing?
Absolutely.
All the time. You have to decompose everything you think that you know in order to walk in this new moment of destiny. Because you can't take everything that you knew before into that world, right?
Right.
Isn't it forcing you to think differently, to do something differently? Everything we've all been working on, you're putting it into practice. Talk to us about that.
And, I love that you brought up that they don't really know where they're headed, and I don't really know where they're headed, but I'm leading them there, right? Are we really doing that?
Count me in with this whole show. We're all doing the same thing.
And, I don't have all the answers. I'm still figuring it out. I'm hypothesizing every single day. But when I understand who I am, I understand who the people I work with are, and I understand the market outside of us, I'm able to then build this business model bravery that I take into every single conversation I have to inspire people to move forward. Because every single day we're not going to know exactly what's next, if this is the right decision, but as long as you keep moving people forward, that is where you ultimately get to your destination.
We got a new word. Business model bravery. I'm going to cut the model out and do BB. Business bravery. That's what we're doing. Oh, thank you for our new word. Because it takes that to walk into these new spaces. You are a gift. And I'm so grateful that there are women like you who are early in career and you are not allowing anything to define who you are and where you go. That's what this is about. And if you had one piece of advice that you could give that sustains you where you are today, Chalet, what would that be?
The one piece of advice is to control what you have control over and only align your success to what you have control over.
You know what? That's a word.
I have seen people go up for promotions, try to pitch new innovations to a company or to anyone really, and they get shut down or they get passed over for promotion. But I don't benchmark my success against milestones like that. I benchmark my success against, did I have the right conversations that I needed to have? Did I put in all of the work that I needed to put in? And if at the end of the day someone still tells me no, I was successful because I know I did what I had to do. And even if it's a no today, it'll be a yes someday.
I literally, if I could jump out and just kind of run around, I would. That excites me. This is why I follow you. This is why we follow you. I just had tea a little bit ago. It was amazing. And to have these incredible, incredible women who are, again, trailblazing in ways that I honestly and just continue to get so excited about and inspired about. I cannot thank you enough for all that you continue to do to inspire all of us, Chalet. Keep up the work. We're going to continue to follow you. Where do we all follow you at?
You can find me at Chalet Diop, spelled Thiale Diop, on LinkedIn and on Instagram.
Exciting. I cannot thank you enough. We will continue to follow you. Can't wait to have you back again.
Thank you. And I have to say, amazing. I would not be able to trailblaze my career if I couldn't watch people like you and T do it first. So thank you for being an example.
Boy, I tell you, you just gave me my gift. Well, that is our time for today. We cannot thank all of you enough for joining us and disrupt you in the time that we were all able to spend together. We definitely are all going to be following Chalet Diop and just seeing all the greatness that she's going to continue to pour into, I'm going to say, the atmosphere. We're going to go beyond the world, and we're just going to say that everywhere we are going to receive such goodness. We wish everyone well on your journey to disrupting yourselves, reinventing yourselves, and shaping the world of our future. Until next time, thank you.